Hey Collective, welcome to Sacred Wisdom Oracle. I'm Sophia and I'm back for another reading. It is Friday, y'all. I hope you guys have something enjoyable planned for the weekend, even if it's just doing nothing at all. So let's go ahead and get into this, you guys. I just was shuffling the deck that I'm going to use for overall energy. And the first card that came out was Side Piece. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have Jealousy and Spirit. There could be you could be being protected from something here by like your guardian angel of some sort of rumors or pettiness that's happening behind the scenes. Somebody could be talking behind your back, and this is because they're jealous or envious. So we're going to get into things and see what comes out here. That may have something to do with this. All right. Divine angels, ancestors, spirit, and guides, I call upon you to surround myself and the collective with your love, light, and guidance with the highest protection. I ask that only beings of light enter this space, offering wisdom for the collective's highest good. Guide me with clarity, shield me from harm, and help me to see what is needed in this read. All right, so before we get into things, I do just want to welcome everyone to the reading. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome to the family. Thank you so much for all you guys do, your comments, your likes, your subscriptions, your donations. No matter how small they all add up and are very appreciated. Thank you guys so much for hyping the channel. It really helps us small creators. So thank you so much. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels of the highest white light. What do you have for overall energy today for the collective? We have faith and denial. Wow. Wishing, praying, hoping. Contradicting, refusal, dismissal, and not facing reality. Somebody could be in their be like in this denial phase about someone having faith, which is weird. Or they're dismissing something here, or contradicting something that they said. Or they're in denial about something. They're just not facing reality. We have escape and foresight. Someone's avoiding having a conversation. They could be pushing you away on purpose because they're in denial of something. They're not facing reality. This person could be blocking trying to speak with you in the future. Or somebody could be coming in to have a conversation with you. But that's what these things say at the bottom. But the top says foresight. This could be something that you could have already seen. Somebody could be trying to escape this. They could be in denial about a specific situation. What else do we need to know, Holy Spirit? A gamble. Something was very risky. Whatever was done here, it was extremely risky. Somebody could be like, you know, just keeping their poker face on, not showing any feelings. Whoa, that was weird. I swear a card flipped over. Triggers, flashbacks, trauma bond, inner child wounds, and attracting toxic. Interesting. Somebody's focused on just you, only you, watching you. This could be somebody that loves you unconditionally, who's a soulmate. Somebody could be social media stalking. And we have completely done in drama. This person could be social media stalking you in order to cause some sort of problems. Trying to get you to overreact. They're obsessed with trying to do this. Because you left them? This could be a soulmate that you left. Wow. You could have genuinely loved this individual, collective. You may have stayed with them as long as you could, but you couldn't stay with them any longer because they were not meeting your needs. They were not giving you an equal give and take. My nose itching all of a sudden. Yeah, this is like heartbreak residue. Basically, this is some sort of lasting long-term effect because you chose a softer life. You wanted peace, gentleness over chaos. You wanted your life to be lighter. So whatever these past wounds are by this individual, they're trying to make these past wounds affect the present. These are old emotions that are reappearing suddenly, and they still need to heal. They could be very triggered by something. They could be in denial that they had anything to do with this. They could have just woke up one day and you broke up with them, but there's a reason. You don't just wake up one day and break up with somebody for no reason. Tell me about faith. Drama loop. Somebody could be wanting to keep you in a drama loop. This could be like the same pattern that keeps returning. This is a lesson that is repeating itself until it's understood. They could be even going through this with another individual. So like this could be a situation where you broke up with somebody because they were doing things. Whether you had proof or not, you knew something was going on. You could have known this person was being toxic, that they were having risky behavior. They were hiding something and not facing reality. And whatever this is, it keeps happening again and again. It's because they need to heal. Side-eye queen. This may not be a relationship. This may be a relationship with someone else, a friend, family, coworker. And you could be seeing right through this. You could have seen exactly like through what it was that this person was doing. They were constantly in this drama loop, bringing problems, returning issues constantly. They could have been addicted to this drama. And you said, no, something feels off. I'm good. And this person was in denial. They could have been denying what was right out there and you knew it. This person was purposely bringing drama. Still checking you. So this person's still watching you. They have pretended to move on, but they still watch you quietly. Your energy is hard for them to release. But you escaped this person. And it's so sad. Like, this is the thing is, there comes a point in life when if you do the healing work and somebody else, like your partner, doesn't do that healing work, or anybody for that matter you're close with, and they don't do the healing work, it makes it really difficult for the one who has done the healing work to be a part of this dynamic. Because what happens is it brings you down. It's constant drama. You can see it for what it is, but they can't. And it makes it harder for you to maintain life as a healed individual because their drama and toxicity is constantly present. And it could be very triggering. You could have taken a risk to stay with this person, even though you knew in the future it wasn't going to work. This could have been like you were trauma bonded together. Glamour rising. You're stepping into your shine. Your confidence radiates outward. People notice your glow. So, yeah, you are radiating confidence here. People are noticing this, and you're moving forward in the future. You're not trying to go backwards into this drama loop. Tell me about gamble, Holy Spirit. Stop overgiving. So you could have been overgiving, collective, which was actually keeping you in this drama loop. Even though you were side-eyeing what was right there. You could have even been in denial for a while, refusing to leave this person, but then maybe you took a risk because you knew it was very toxic. You were doing more than your share. You were stretching yourself too thin, and your energy needed balance. So you took this risk and walked away. Tell me about triggers. Protect your peace. So you were trying to protect your peace from this toxic person who needed to do this inner child healing. You know your calm is sacred. Choose silence over chaos. Not everything deserves a reaction. So you may have just, like I was saying earlier, you may have just woke up one day and walked away from a relationship you had been in for a very long time. Like you could have even been in this relationship for over a decade. And you may have done this without causing any sort of fight, without any kind of chaos. You just walked away with no reaction. I'm really getting that these are the types of things that are done when you've been emotionally done with a relationship for a long time. So it may have not been any news to you that this was still happening. So you just were like, you had given up on this a long time ago, mentally, but physically you still had to walk away. So that could have been why it was so easy for you to protect your peace and to choose silence over chaos. Because not everything deserves a reaction. You just realized, like, long before this day came, that this relationship wasn't working. We have drama storm in reverse. Yeah, you used your head over your heart. You know your worth. You weren't into this constant chaos or the rise of emotions. Okay, I'm thinking which deck we should use. I kind of want to use this deck. I barely have used it. I just got it. I think I've used it once. So let's see what this deck has to say. Tell me about faith, Holy Spirit. What do we need to know about this drama loop and faith? You could have been praying, wishing, having faith that this relationship would change. Gaslight Gatsby. Wow. And stacking. This could have been a very difficult time for you, collective, because this person could have been hiding some sort of money or cash flow. You could have been paying for everything. So Gaslight Gatsby, romantic manipulator who rewrites history. It says in quotes, I never said that, after literally saying that. So this person was a liar. Gaslighting. This was a constant drama loop for this individual. They were constantly manipulating things. And with stacking, it says cash flow, energy, rewards collected, wins celebrated, the grind paid off, saving money and or investing wisely. So this person could have been saving every single dollar that they made while keeping you in this drama loop. And so you were stuck paying for everything, for them, for maybe food, for, a roof over your head, a car, who knows? But whatever the case is, this was like creating an issue. This gaslighting Gatsby was stacking up money behind the scenes, keeping you in a drama loop. And you could have been side-eyeing this person, and this person was in denial. Tell me about denial. Your intuition told you what was going on. Weedle. Trying to persuade you to do something by flattering you. So this person could have paid you compliments. That could have been currency for them. Or they were trying to persuade you to do something that you did not want to do. And you were side-eyeing this. Corporate zombie and toxic office. Interesting. Just going through the motions, trying to get through the day. So that's what's going on here. This is a very toxic situation. This person could have been trying to get you to do things financially that you didn't want to do. Or they were flattering you. They were using flattery as currency. And then contradicting themselves. Keeping you in a drama loop. This is something that narcissists do. They may say they're not aware of it, but I think that they are. And I'm not a doctor, but I have had experience. I'm almost in my 5th decade in life here. So I have had experience. But somebody could have been like talking you up. Like saying things like, you do such a good job taking care of the house and everything else. But this was somebody's toxic way of trying to use flattery as currency. They contradicted everything that they said. They were a romantic manipulator, and they were purposely trying to take or use all the money that they made in order to save it. They were stacking up money behind the scenes. Very toxic and unhealthy. And you were over here just trying to get through the day, just going through the motions. So finally you could have just been like, I'm done with this, and tried to escape. Toxic office, unhealthy or hostile work environment. You need to leave. So this is a very unhealthy relationship. Now, I guess it could be a work environment, but I'm really getting it's more or less like a relationship of some sort. It could be, though, like a toxic work situation or family situation. Phishing. Presenting oneself as legit, but is actually a fraud. Trying to gain access by any means necessary. And this is right over still checking you and escape. Wow. Something about February 5th could be significant. 1994 or 1995. 78. January 1980. Tell me about escape. So somebody is avoiding being honest. They're actually a fraud. They could be trying to check on you and gain access to you by any means necessary. This person's very toxic. Gumshoe. Get out there and get the information you need. So somebody could be trying to do some sort of phishing to get information that they need. This could be somebody who's a fraud. Someone could be born in 1974. Let them cook. Allow others to continue their actions or ideas, even if they seem questionable, in hopes of a positive outcome. So whatever somebody's doing here, it could be questionable. They could actually be doing some sort of fraudulent phishing and like trying to get somebody to get out there and get the information that they need. Interesting. Somebody could be born on the 10th, or October could be significant. Y'all, my hair is being weird. All right. Tell me about foresight and glamour rising. So somebody may not like the fact that you're stepping into your shine, your power. Catharsis, purging, releasing strong or repressed emotions, engaging in activity that helps release stress or emotions. So in the future here, collective, it may be beneficial to your confidence for you to do something cathartic, like purging or releasing some sort of strong or repressed emotions. It may be helpful for you to engage in activity that helps release stress or emotions in the future. This may help with your glow up. Like, you could be having a glow up right now, and it could be because you've done this. February 12th. February 12th, 2010 could be significant. February 5th, 2010. Soft boy and soft life era. Interesting that we would get two things that say soft at one time. And they're not like numerically in order either. One says 79 and the other says 124. Soft boy pretends to be deep and sensitive to get what they want. Bait and switch in dating. So there could be somebody here that pretended to be somebody that they weren't. So they could have like done this bait and switch thing with you where they actually acted like they were somebody that they weren't, and then they ended up being very toxic, romantically manipulating. They could do whatever they can in order to try to check on you, watch you, even if it means doing something fraudulent. They used flattery as currency. And they contradicted and refused or dismissed things that maybe you were bringing up in order to keep you in a constant drama loop. Soft life era, effortless abundance, ease, elegance, and overflow. No longer weighed down. I earned this peace. So collective. You could have purged whatever this is here. So you have stepped into your own. You are in this era of being in your glow up mode, okay? You are having effortless abundance, ease, elegance, and overflow. No longer feeling weighed down because you earned this peace for your future. You could have known if you left this individual or walked away from this individual that you would change your life. You could have been financially dealing with consequences financially because of this particular relationship that was very toxic. So you took a risk to stop overgiving and leave. That's too many. Tell me about stop overgiving. You were doing too much for one person. This is the energy. Turning that negative into a positive. You are shining from within. Everyone sees you're glowing. So you stopped overgiving, collective, and now everyone sees you're glowing. This person could have been extremely toxic. Like, they could have even tried to make you out to be the one that was wrong, the one that was, causing all the problems. We have world famous. People are going to know your name. Your first name in lights. People are going to act like they know you personally. So collective, you could have taken a risk to leave this person and turn this negative into a positive. And now you're shining from within. You chose to stop over giving and take a risk to leave. You could be 43. Tell me about triggers. Somebody could be 43. Tell me about triggers, Holy Spirit, and protecting your peace. Cookout ghosted. Feels left out even when they try to include others. Emotionally exhausted from constantly reaching out. So somebody could have wanted you to be triggered by being left out of something. You could be the type that always includes others to the point where it became emotionally exhausting and you had to protect your peace. You could have realized that in constantly including others was bringing in toxicity to your peace. So you chose silence over chaos. Wow. You chose to protect your peace and not be part of these triggers. Reflections. Seeing yourself in others, self-awareness, lessons in relationships, and what you meet is what you mirror. So you could have been reflecting. You could have even been seeing like yourself in others. Or this was like a lesson in a relationship. And you knew you had to learn this lesson to protect your peace. Can I get one more, please, for triggers? What else we need to know about triggers? F my life. Are you in hell? Why does it feel like torture? Things better get better and fast. So you could have even told this person, like, you're toxic. Things better get better and fast. And maybe things didn't get better. So you chose to walk away, or maybe you're thinking about walking away. You are sick of saying F my life. So you could be reflecting. Somebody could be leaving you out of something, trying to trigger you. And you could just be like, whatever, I'm protecting my peace. You could be having a chance encounter with someone that you already know a lot about. This person could be like a VIP. Interesting. You could be finding a surprise connection with someone that you know actually like a lot about. They may not even know you exist. VIP treatment, being treated like your mother. No waiting, no guessing, no crumbs. Someone goes out of their way to make you feel valued, prioritized, and celebrated. So there could be some sort of chance encounter here. You could be meeting somebody that you know, but they don't even know you exist. This is a new deck for me, you guys, so if I'm laughing, it's because I've never really seen these cards. All right, let's keep going because, yeah. All right, let's get some more information. Holy Spirit, tell us about drama loop and this romantic manipulator that stacked all their money and was drama constantly. Can we get some more information? Mean girls gossiping about you. So this particular individual could be gossiping about you. They could have like a mean girl attitude. Now, I don't know if this is a masculine or a feminine. I'm really interested to find out what they're gossiping about, though. Can I get one more, please? Not on the menu. Someone doesn't want kids. Bitter. Good guy gone bad. So there's a bitter person here, a bitter guy perhaps, that has a mean girl attitude. There's something here you wanted that they did not want. There could be something to do with money. Or this person wanted you to do something ridiculous. I don't know what this is, but this is like the second thing that has been said about doing something you didn't want to do. Easily triggered. So this bitter person could be easily triggered to have a mean girl attitude, to gossip about people because they're toxic. Tell me about denial. This person could be in denial. They're entitled. They live a privileged life and treat everyone like crap. Now, they could have been saying this about you, but this could be the person that is entitled, toxic, unhealthy, and hostile. They could contradict everything that they say. They're just not facing reality. They're in denial about something. Tell me about escape. Secrets. So someone's trying to escape secrets. Or they're saying you were secretive. I don't get that you were, though. So there's something here that's questionable about this person. They could have been constantly watching you. This was a secret. They were constantly watching you. Even if it meant they had to like send you like phishing links or phishing emails or something like that. Confirmation. Canceled. Canceling plans with you. Okay, you know what I'm getting, collective? Now, this is not going to be for everyone, but I'm really getting that this person has been gossiping about you since you decided to walk away from this drama loop. This person's bitter. They're a good guy gone bad. They could have been talking shit about you, trying to say you were entitled and that you just live a privileged life and treat everyone like crap, that you're toxic. And all you were doing was going through the motions, trying to get through each day. This person could be talking crap about you, gossiping about you, saying you have secrets. Trying to get people to cancel plans with you, or this person canceled plans with you, or tried to have you canceled. And it's clear you're like in your soft life era. You are having some type of major glow up. And whatever this person did was a complete and utter waste of time. Thief. So somebody could have gambled and took a risk to say somebody was a thief, or this person's a thief. You could have been the type that was overgiving constantly, but yet they called you a thief. I don't know what this is. But you're shining within. You're having this glow up. It's quite clear. Here we go again. This person could be coming back in because they want another chance. So they're over here talking shit about you, making your name go like around the world, becoming world famous. Yes, this is the energy. This person wants another chance. They could be begging for another chance. And they could be saying you're selfish and wishy-washy because you won't give them another chance. Or now you've left them and they're looking for the next best thing. Tell me about triggers. Leech. Huh? Annoying, won't leave you alone. So this person won't leave you alone, perhaps. This is the energy. You could be transmuting this from something negative to something positive because this person only plays games. So they're playing mind games constantly. You could be having flashbacks of this person, deciding you do not want to give them another chance because they are financially a leech and they play mind games. And you don't want to be in this F my life energy. You've already done the reflection necessary to protect your peace. One more, please, for triggers. Yeah, you're avoiding this person like the plague. Ooh. This person could be like saying you're a false spiritual person. There could be a frenemy involved here, collective, that is literally pretending to be your friend but plotting against you behind your back. This person could have taken credit for your idea or something. And we have schooling, karmic female, and political conflict. You could have a political conflict with this individual who's a frenemy. We have wow, we have inconsistent family standards and fed up. This could even be family, collective. All right, tell me more about faith and drama loop. Mate poaching. So there's somebody here, collective, that could be trying to take your person. What? And gaslighting you about it? Number 61. That's 7th house. This could be a relationship, a business partnership, a close friendship. There could be another person involved here that is in this mean girl energy. That's involved with this bitter good guy gone bad. And this drama loop. Resourceful. Someone entitled could be being resourceful. This person could be very toxic. Friendship breakup. Whoever this is, collective, you had a friendship breakup with them. This could be a mean girl energy that's involved with this good guy gone bad. And they're in this drama loop of their own. Something about somebody lying, manipulating, talking, lying, gossiping about someone's money. They have their whole mouth of lies, talking crap about you and your work environment or a hostile workplace. The number 1828 can be significant. Or 35. Now this could be like, yeah, it's an ending to a friendship. This is an ending to a friendship with somebody toxic that you've side-eyed. This person could be very entitled. Oh my goodness. Mouth of lies, public attention. So whatever this person has been saying, it's to get attention. There's some sort of secret here that you're unaware of. Now we have the number 1878. So we had 1828 and now we have 1878. Somebody could be using these lies, saying somebody's legit, like lying and saying they're legit, but they're actually a fraud. Or this is what they were saying about you, saying that you didn't want these secrets out. This person's constantly checking on you, trying to get information on you, saying that you do questionable things, but you're just resourceful. Bringing back to life. Somebody's trying to bring some sort of secrets back to life. Somebody could be saying you're hiding something. You're hiding secrets. This is what someone's talking shit about behind the scenes. They could have even said that you were trying to take their person. I don't think the collective needs to go out and try to take someone's person. Like, we can get our own people. Why would we even need to do that? Like, somebody who would say that is just needing help. Sorry, but tell me about foresight. Childish. There we go. Thank you, Spirit, for correcting me. Whoever would say that you were trying to take their person is just being childish. They were just trying to cancel you. It's because you've had a glow up. So they're over here talking crap, wasting their time, saying things that are not true because you live a soft life. You have effortless abundance, ease, elegance, and you're no longer weighed down. You've earned the peace that you have. Control, Alt, Delete. You could be keeping people at like an arm's length distance. You could even be only having contact with people on the web. So you just are able to control, Alt, or delete them. Not like in a bad way. It's like instead of having to even like waste your time with them. You just are like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to have to block that person or delete that email contact or whatever, right? Self-obsessed. So somebody's saying things that are not true about you, collective, and you could just be like, here we go again. They're saying something else. Like they are saying you're self-obsessed. Something about the number 3. Somebody could be born in March or September. On the 9th, the 18th of the month, 1978, 65, or 52. Tell me about triggers, please. Yeah, this person's just trying to backstab you, collective. They're playing mind games. But really what they're doing is making you, like, your name famous. Like, literally, people say your name and they know, they think about you. Okay? So whatever this person has done, they literally made your name a household name. We have physical assault and caught out there. So someone could have said something about you doing something. You get your hand is stuck in the cookie jar, or you got caught trying to take something, or you something like that. And physical, I don't really want to say the word again, but yeah, somebody could have lied and said this. This was a lie. They said you were self-obsessed. This is the person who made empty promises to you. So this person could have cheated like 6 times. Empty promises. I don't know why I'm saying cheated, because the word on here says promises, but it looks like promiscuous. That's why I said that. Let's see, what else? Spiritual support. So you don't care about whatever these lies are. People can say what they want about you. That doesn't make it true. It just makes them a mean girl or a gossiper. And you're like, this is not on the menu. They could have tried to say you wanted their person, and they were like, no, my person is not on the menu for you. Like, this person's just a mean girl. Honestly, that energy makes me, like, I don't, like, I can't stand bullies. I can't stand people that are gossiping. I can't stand it when people take it upon themselves to try to hurt other people with words or lies. People like that, to me, are literally going to burn in hell. And it's like, they did it to themselves. I mean, I'm sorry, but get a fucking life, right? Like, why would you sit around and try to do this kind of shit to other people? I mean, just think of, like, how gross it is when we look at people, like, how this mean girl energy is that's gossiping. Like, I look at that person as being gross, right? So the fact that they don't see themselves like that is sad. It's pathetic. But nevertheless, there's always going to be girls out there that are going to be like that. And you are like, whatever, I have spiritual support. I have my spiritual support. I have my spiritual team, my guides, my angels, the Most High. Talk all the shit that you want. You're just wasting your time. Yeah. Imposter. Right? This person may look like everything's all nice and green and lush, but what you don't see is under the surface, they're actually evil. That's the mean girl energy. And we have parental alienation. Somebody could have tried to alienate you from your family, or your parent did this. Wow. That's crazy. Where are we out of time? I think I'm going to leave this here, you guys. I'm over this energy. So let me know in the comments if this is something that you've experienced. I hope not, but yeah. So I love you guys. Please do like the reading, hype the reading if you're given the opportunity. Subscribe if you would like to be part of the family. And I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you have a good Friday evening. Be safe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.